All right, so for that example right here, again, we are going to solve for the system of linear equation using elimination. So first thing first, we have to identify our zero pair, right? So which one is our zero pairs in here? What is the definition for zero pair? I make sure you always write it down so you remember. They have to be same number. Okay. They also have to be a same variable. And then they also have to have opposite number. So opposite, my bad, opposite side. So here we go. If we are looking at the both example, we have negative 3x, and then we have negative 5x, and then we have 6y, and then we have y. As you can see right here, would one look easier for you? They both have the same sign, like same negative, same positive right here. The number are both different. This is 3, and as you know, this number right here is an imaginary 1. So we have a 1y. So would one easier for you to do? Take a quick look. This is 1. If I only have to multiply 1 times 6, it's going to give me 6y, and I need to be negative in order to be opposite. So if I multiply this by negative 6, it's going to give me negative 6y. So 6y and negative 6y are going to give me a zero pair when I add them up. But over here, negative 3 and negative 5, in order for me to make them into a zero pair, 3 doesn't go to 5, 5 doesn't go to 3, meaning I have to multiply twice, and this is what I mean. I multiply by 5, right? It's going to give me negative 15x. And right here, I'm going to multiply by the opposite, the other one, that's going to be 3, right? And I also have to multiply by negative 3. It's going to give me negative 15x. So as you can see, my bad, it's going to be positive x, positive 15x. So as you can see right here, this will bring a zero pair, but you have to multiply twice. In here, we only have to multiply by one time. So for that reason, the y is going to be an easier to find. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. I'm going to erase this one over here just so we can see some room, but I hope that you see that idea. If not, just go ahead and rewind for the last 10 seconds, you will see it. So here we go. So when I decided to start with this, so I'm going to multiply the bottom by negative 6. Okay, the first one, nothing have to change to the first one. So I'm just going to rewrite the first one just the way they are. So I have negative 3x plus 6y will equal negative 12. Okay, the second one, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but this time with the chain. So I'm going to distribute negative 6 for both of them. It's going to give me 30x. And then I'm going to multiply or distribute again. It's going to give me negative 6y. And that's what we need, right? And it's going to be equal. Negative 6 times negative 2 is going to give me positive 12. When we're done with that, we're going to moving on to the add both equations together. And that's the purpose of doing this. So we're going to go ahead and add them both together, and I will tell you why. So negative 3x plus 3x gave me 27x. But positive 6y plus negative 6y is a zero pair, big O zero. And it cancels out, gone, bye-bye, gone with the wind. So we eliminate the y and no longer have y's. And right here, negative 12 plus 12, we happen to have 0. It's still cool. But as you can see, instead of having two variables, you eliminate one of them. So you only have one left to do. So now I'm just going ahead and divide by 27. It's going to divide it on both sides, and it's going to give me x, and it's going to equal 0. And that's what we had want, okay? That's what we want. Ding, put a stamp. Here we go, put a heart. Maybe put a check mark, doesn't matter. So here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and moving on to the last step. The last step is asking us to plug it in to find the other variable. But which one is easier for us to plug in? When you plug it in to find y, let's take a quick look. I have 6y and 1y. They're both positive, so that's cool. Then let's look for a smaller number so we don't have to do too much. So it's the smaller right here going to be 1y. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So here we go. So we have negative 3x plus 6y equal negative 12. Oops, you see what? I'm tripping big time. So here you go, my bad. I'm not doing this one, right? Just texting you to see, checking on you to see if you pay attention. if you did, you will see that I did something wrong. So let's go ahead and start with the smaller y. So negative 5x plus y equal negative 2. Okay. So to find y right here, I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to plug it in the x value, what we already find. How much is that? 0, right? Put right here. Okay, here we go. This is 0. And then I'm going to put negative 5. And then plus, for 0, for y, it's going to be y equal negative 2. Negative 5 times 0 is gone. So I'm going to give you just y left equal negative 2. Lovely. Okay, here we go. Your answer always written in a point, a solution. You have one solution, so x and y. So in right here, I have my x values is 0 and my y is negative 2. Ding! We have both answers. That concludes our work for this question right here, guys. I do hope you get it, okay? Okay, so here comes the last example that we're gonna do. There is a little typo right here, so do me a big favor to go ahead and fix this in your notebook. So let's go on with this one. So in this one, we have two variables to think about. We have 3m, and then we also have negative 4m. And then we also have 5k, and then we have 2k. Now, what variable is easier to make a zero pair? So let's talk about zero pair. We keep have this question over and over, but you know, the more we repeat, the more you're gonna remember. So they're gonna have same number, okay? And then they have to have same variable. I do agree with that. So here we go, variable. And finally, they have to have opposite side. Yeah, so here we go. So what one right here have kind of have no advantage? Well, they both have same variable. We can see kk, but then they have they don't have same number. But what one at least have an opposite side? This one, right? So it's telling you that it's better to try with this one. So let's go ahead and make them become find the LCM. So 3 and 4 doesn't go together. So what we're going to do now? So let's go ahead and just multiply by what number? So in here, I'm going to multiply 3 by 4. Okay, it's going to give me 12m. So that's the purpose of doing that. And over here, I'm going to multiply this by 3. It's going to give me negative 12m. And we get what we need. Opposite side. There you go. Ding. Same number. Ding. And then we also have a same variable. Ding, ding, ding. So here we go. So we have those three is what we're looking for. So with that being said, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and try over here. So I'm going to multiply those numbers just like we said. Over here, I'm just going to multiply by 4, put a parenthesis. And I'm going to multiply the bottom question, put a different color to be colorful. Here we go. Red and green, Merry Christmas. So here we go, we have 3. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to distribute on the first one, okay? So let's help me out. So let's go ahead and distribute with the first equation. 4 times 3 is going to give me 12m plus 4 times 5, we already see that coming, so it's going to be 20k equal 4 times 6, it's going to give you 24. So that's your first equation. Now we're not moving on to the bottom equation, as you can see. So when I go to 3 times negative 4, it's going to give us negative 12m. And then I'm going to multiply 3 times 2, so it's going to give us positive 6k. And then 3 times negative 8 is going to give us negative 24. We're done with step 1. Let's move on to step 2. What is that, guy? Keep asking yourself that question in your head. It will help you remember better. We're going to add both of them. So right now, we found our zero pair lovely, like a circle them. Goodbye. So what we have right now is 26k equal, 24 plus negative 24 is give you another zero pair. So lovely. And I love it when I see 0. Been saying that, right? So I'm going to divide by 26 on both sides. Bam. And this is going to give me k equal 0 divided by 26. It's going to give us how much? It's going to give us 0. Oh, without even worry about it, we got it lovely. So last step, we plug it in. Now that we already find k, so I'm gonna have to find m. So plug it in to find m. So what m look easy and simple for you to do 1 and 2? Well, which one do you think? Positive and small number. So here we go. We have positive. We have positive m, 3m right there, and also small number. So here we go. So these are just something for you to think about whenever you pick the variable to plug in. It really doesn't matter, guys, but nobody have time to do the long way, right? So let's go ahead and do stay positive and smaller number right here. So we have 3m plus 5k equals 6. Okay, so here we go. We're going to plug it in. So we're going to plug in k right here. And then we have 3m. Whenever I plug it in, I have that habit of always putting a parenthesis. Number one, it helps you see things better and also easier, you know. So I highly recommend you to do that. So plus 5 equals 6. 5 times 0 is gone. Give me just m only equals 6. And right here, I'm just going to go ahead and divide by 3. Simple, simple. So m equal, yeah, 2. Ding. So here we go. Whatever variable you see first, as you can see, we have mk. So here we go. We're just going to go in that order. And right here, we have 2 and 0. And that's our final answer. Box it. I do hope it makes sense to you. If it not, guys, watch this video 10,000 more times. Here we go. Or come to tutoring. Have a good day, guys. Bye.